Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with Micah.
Hey.
Rob.
Hello.
And Terrence.
What up?
All right, so we are back with episode 50, Bad Boys 2. So this is obviously the follow-up to the previous episode, which was obviously Bad Boys 1. This is the 2003?
Yeah. Yep.
2003 sequel of sorts. It is something special.
There was a lot of years between that.
Yeah, I feel like they might have waited a little too long, but then again, it wasn't like Michael Bay got better, in that time frame. So,
now you say too long, but they're talking about a Bad Boys 3, and everybody's gonna go see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it because I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah. So I mean, what can I do?
Not go see it.
No, that wouldn't be right. And we'll do it on this goddamn show.
I'm sorry, I've seen recent Michael Bay footage of movies.
You're not going down that road again?
No, I can't.
You will. You're going to go see Taken 3, so I don't want to hear shit out of you.
First of all, you and I are both seeing Taken 3.
That is true, because we're both retarded.
First of all. Second of all, he's doing a Benghazi movie, guys.
That's all right.
Yeah, Michael Bay is. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
At first they say, he's not doing Transformers. I'm like, yes. He's doing Benghazi. Well, fuck.
Well, fuck you then. That's ridiculous. I hope there's robots in it. So that would be awesome if there was.
Wouldn't be surprised.
He'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. It's a true story now.
Drones turn into fucking Transformers.
Terrorist robots.
Don't put ideas in his head. All right. So once again, this is episode 50, milestone episode. We only have 3 more black movies and then we're done for the entire show.
What movies are those?
3 Tyler Perry movies in a row, and then we're just fucking out. We just burn the studio to the fucking ground. I mean, that was my thought.
Fucking shoot ourselves in the head.
And Medea's witness protection. Bam. And then fucking credits.
Fade to black.
Really black. All right. So we do have 2 5-star reviews this week, which are very helpful. The first one is from Hort Subterfuge. Thank you, Andy, in advance. The title is "This is a Good Show." Quote: "But I get a little uncomfortable when the white host Jay says the N-word." You son of a bitch. 5 stars. Yeah, thanks, Andy. You son of a bitch.
You know what?
Go fuck yourself.
Every time I bring someone to listen to this show,
yeah,
they always say, "Ooh, who's that white guy you got on the show just screaming the N-word at people?" I'm like, no, he's black. He's like, what?
Hold on now. See, I know growing up.
Go ahead. Start off with your fucking hate. You pieces of
this
shit.
isn't hate. I'm asking. Since I grew up and people are like, "Oh, you talk white," they don't say the same shit about me at all.
They don't, because you have bass in your voice.
Because I'm all about that bass.
Shut up.
Treble.
Shut up. Shut up.
Here's the thing.
You're all sons of bitches. I'm sorry I went to school.
I'm not a... What does that mean?
You know
I'm
what?
educated.
I'm gonna do it.
So education just...
It's just
We're
gonna
on video. I'm all about that bass. No treble.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
I need to hit the gym, guys. I know.
It's a lot of bass.
The very first episode of the Nerdpocalypse that I heard.
This is before we knew each other.
Yeah, this was before we knew each other. I thought it was Micah and 2 white dudes.
Okay, honestly,
I'm dead fucking serious.
I never wanted to say that out loud, but yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
This is what I deal with.
Nigga, you talk white.
Yeah, thanks.
And
Go fuck yourselves.
I'm just being honest.
Now, look, and that's all that we ask here. Once again, I thought that Rob was half white when I first met him.
too. I'm still a little iffy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not.
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, if we're throwing shade, I gotta be an equal opportunity palm tree.
Oh,
Whatever. I don't know.
I mean, compared to me, you look like you're constantly in shade. So.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Well, hey,
one of the
I'll
lights
own it.
isn't working. Oh,
I
well.
am the blackest nigga on this show.
That is true.
And dressed like an eggplant.
God damn it.
You got me.
He got you. All right. So the second 5-star review.
Jesus,
Thank you, Andy.
another white guy just putting black people against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say,
Andy and Michael Bay.
Right next.
I just
to
want to point out that Micah escaped that unscathed. Like
Look.
Don't worry.
I've said enough on these shows, all right? Apparently, I'm a wife-beating molester. I've got enough.
We didn't say it. You said it.
I can't. No, he's not.
Yes, thank you.
I don't want anyone to think. I want everyone to think.
Yeah.
You can think he's short, think he's going to kill all the white people, and think I'm fat. But
all of those things are true.
I can't say that you beat women or molest women that aren't on
don't want to
trains.
kill all the white people.
I can't say that those things are not true about
My fiance appreciates that.
Just some of them. 95%.
Look, it is not about hating white folks. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing from Dan Freeman? Have we learned nothing?
It's about hating cops.
It's about hating cops, guys. Black or white. Okay, the second 5-star review is from Tin Man 215. Title is Great Podcast. Quote, like this show and many of the other shows on the Nerdpocalypse Network, your reviews are funny and have me laughing. I started at the Pootie Tang episode. I'm hoping that you do Undercover Brother soon. Oh, boy.
Shit.
Oh shit!
I enjoyed that movie. I actually really like that movie.
That movie is ridiculous,
Eddie
but
Griffin's best movie.
what does he have to compare it to?
Nothing.
Okay, man. Not a goddamn it. I love that movie.
I'm not wrong.
That movie is ridiculous, but I do love it. All right, so that was 5 stars.
Everything I dreamed of.
They ate mayonnaise sandwiches.
The hot sauce watches.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, how am I gonna get through this? Also, Dave Chappelle is hilarious in that movie. So, okay, this movie, oh boy. All right, so this takes place 8 years after the events of the first movie. Of course, it's starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back as Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett. Is that his last name?
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I feel like I started watching this 8 years ago and finished it today.
Yeah, well, it's only it's a pretty short movie at 2 hours and 38 minutes. What the fuck, dude? No action movie should be that long.
Nope.
None.
Nope.
Zero. So 8 years after the first movie, Marcus and Mike are working to track down a highly potent version of ecstasy around Miami. Once again, the movie is centered pretty hard around drugs. Now, this time, Mike and Marcus are a part of TNT, Tactical Narcotics Team, I think it is.
Yeah.
So they... Look, I'd like to just point out right now, before we play any clips or anything like that, these guys are police officers. Keep that in mind because
fuck laws.
Well, fuck laws, their ability to get helicopters and seemingly heavy military equipment. They're cops in Miami. They should be on bikes
Busting
rolling around.
ecstasy.
Yeah.
Here's my biggest issue with this movie is
Oh, hold on. Actually, we'll start with that. We didn't talk about our impression, so you start first.
this movie's ridiculous. It is long as fuck, full of a lot of stupid ass scenes that do not need to exist. There's a lot of ass and panty shots, especially in the beginning, because fucking Michael Bay. This movie is so Michael Bay. It's out of goddamn control. The camera cannot sit still. Everything blows up until the very last scene where shit's blowing up to be blowing up because of fucking landmines. It's like,
Yeah, dude.
like, calm it the fuck down. And then, really, an ecstasy baron? We're going to have some dude that has built an empire off of a club drug that's not expensive? Like,
I don't know, Rob. How much is ecstasy?
I guarantee you it doesn't cover the cost of throwing it in the ocean and having fucking all this shit going on to retrieve it.
Dude, that was... Okay, we'll get there.
Jesus Christ.
An ecstasy baron. That's fucking hilarious. Look, I thought this movie was the better of the two. And like I said on the previous episode, I was very wrong. So very wrong.
Okay, good. I'm like, wait, what?
Look, I hadn't seen the first one in a while, and I had seen the second one. And I will admit, I enjoy this movie, but it's fucking dumb. Like, turn your brain off for the next 2.5 hours and just ride the madness that is the Michael Bay train. Like you said, the camera cannot sit still. Like, He was just like, "Fuck it, let's just go crazy."
Like I have this dolly. Let's use it in every goddamn shot.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But it's the first one amped to about 1,000, and then thrown off a cliff, and then lit on fire, and then exploded, and then it hits the water, and then there's another explosion.
Also known as Transformers without the robots.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like it.
It was garbage, yes. and the thing was, I saw this movie. I watched this movie first because, like you, I had those fond memories of, oh man, I remember Bad Boys 2 kinda. I really liked that movie. And then I watched it again. I was like, holy shit! Like I was an hour and a half into it, and we were watching it, and I was like, oh god, I'm drained. Like, how far do we have to go? Another hour? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I just this movie is poorly paced. This movie is everything that is wrong with Michael Bay. Like, it is literally like
this is quintessential Michael.
This
Bay.
is quintessential Michael Bay. This is the shot for the sake of the shot, Michael Bay.
Yep.
This is slow-mo because slow-mo Michael Bay.
Seriously.
For no reason.
Like,
no fucking
that
reason.
guy hit a wall for half a second, slow-mo, and gone. I'm like, wait, what?
This is Will Smith overacting. This is Martin Lawrence poorly acting. I mean,
It was too much time between the first and the second, I feel like.
yeah, I just, wow, man. Like, looking at this thing with a more critical eye, I just, woo.
Woo!
Now that's how you fuck up a movie.
Oh, God.
Will Smith is insane in this movie.
Will Smith is on roids, and it did he do Ali before this, or right after this, or getting ready to do this?
I feel like maybe
He's gigantic.
He did this before.
I was gonna say
Yeah, he's gigantic. in this
he's
movie.
pretty big.
And look, Will Smith's not a great actor, folks. He's not. He isn't. This is the reason. This is the reason why he's not a good actor. I mean, everybody likes him, sure, yeah. I like Will Smith before he was a fucking lunatic, but no, like, he's not a good actor. He's just this nigga with a gun. I don't like him, man.
Woo!
Okay.
Not
Terrence?
just.
Oh, God.
I don't even know how to follow that. I didn't.
Is this a 5 out of 5 for you? That's what you get for last
I tried
movie.
to watch the movie when I got home this morning. I got 30 minutes in and fell asleep. So I can't. I don't. You're gonna have to be. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I remember bits and pieces that I'll probably like, but as far as the main crux, I couldn't tell you shit.
There's
I
no
know they
main
were
crux.
flipping cars. I know he was shooting people.
That scene was fun.
I know Martin got shot in I know Martin got shot in the ass at one point. A bunch of KKK members died, so that's a thumbs up.
There's a lot of detail on that ass shot, too.
Yes, there was, and we have that clip, so I'll
know.
play it later.
I don't know what to give this movie. I like Bad Boys. That's my rating.
You like Bad Boys?
Shut up. I like the first one. This one, not so much.
All right.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. That's not bad. Wait, yes, it is.
The action scene was awesome in this movie.
That is the thing. Like, one thing you can say is the action sequences going from the first one transitioning to the second one are a lot better. They look really good. They're just ridiculous.
They were the best of Michael Bay without giant robots. I really appreciated watching this without giant fucking robots making explosions out of nothing.
Right. Look, I mean, we're going to get to the obvious sequence on the highway. It looks good. It does look good.
Was this the first instance of the Michael Bay highway? The same highway that Michael Bay uses when he needs a highway shot?
Yes, I believe so.
Is it?
Is it really the same? Does he use the same highway every time?
I believe he does.
He uses the same highway every time because why innovate?
Also, somebody probably
Hey guys, I made $250 million in the last one. They like the bridge in that one. They're going to like the bridge in this one.
They like that stupid Miami sign that's not real. I'm going to have it in the opening shot for the sequel.
Yeah. He should have had. Well, I feel like they missed a serious opportunity to play "Welcome to Miami" by Will Smith at the beginning of this movie.
I was waiting for it.
Does anyone remember that music video?
I remember.
It was the most expensive music video of all time.
Really?
It was at a point, yeah.
I remember that. The only reason I remember it is because I've seen
Terrible
this.
song.
I've seen this movie called Hitch, and
Oh yeah, of course.
it's
Who doesn't know what Hitch is?
fucking terrible movie.
I don't think it's a terrible movie. It's not good, but I don't think it's terrible.
I don't like that movie.
They're making a TV show out of it.
What? Who? Why?
I
Starring who?
don't know. Some magical Negro who will help fat white guys get dates. I don't know.
Anyway,
Wait.
Ava Mendez is in that
Yeah, she's
movie,
fine.
That's the
She
only reason
is.
to watch that movie.
and she said that she on the set, Will Smith was introduced to her, and she said, "We've actually met before. I was one of the video hoes in that Miami video that you did."
Oh shit.
Oh,
Did she say video hose?
Of course not.
Oh,
but,
I was hoping she did. That would have been a fucking great opening line. Yeah, one of those whores that you hired. Like, God damn. Sorry? You're welcome? I don't know. Your career seems to be going well. All right. So the movie starts out in the best way possible, which is a KKK rally. So some boats drive up to a dock in the middle of the swamp outside of Miami, and you just see a bunch of fucking rednecks lighting a cross on fire. Huh? What the fuck? How did you go from shooting a guy in the chest necessarily in the last movie to fuck it, let's bring in some KKK members to start out?
With
Not
Henry-
even like starting out slow.
With Henry Rollins' big ass fucking leading the troops in the swamp.
Yes, that was hilarious. I was like, oh shit.
As they come creeping out of the swamp with their fucking CIA gear and shit,
Again, these are police officers.
going after ecstasy.
this was an Army commercial or Navy commercial in the beginning.
With Keith David doing the fucking voiceover. Like, would you watch a story about your life?
Accelerate your life.
Because this is
I
Michael
don't wanna do
Bay.
that.
You know what that scene in the swamp when they come out of the water reminds me of? Because you watch the first 20 minutes of Transformers.
Yeah.
That opening scene where the Transformer comes out of the water the exact same way.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Once again, he just
reusing
recycles
shots,
the
man.
same shit. He was like, oh, get Henry Rollins. Oh, we can't use him. Fucking put a robot in there. Fucking move it. So you get this whole idea of this KKK rally going on, which seems very out in the open, by the way. And Henry Rollins and his team of police officers going like watching this whole thing, and they apparently have two undercover cops in the situation, so they're waiting for word from them before they attack. So you come to find out that, lo and behold, that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are playing Clayton Bixby's and are actually under KKK robes, and they jump out and they're like, surprise, motherfucker, we're black. And
The reason that cross was lit, and this isn't like me, this is just me theorizing. The reason that cross was lit was because so Michael Bay could get the shot of Will Smith akimbo in a Christ-like position with a burning cross in the background and two guns on either side of him.
one, that's the most ridiculous theory I've ever heard. Two, you're 100% correct. Of course. I'm surprised it wasn't that, and then like weirdly enough in the back, like an American flag, like this is Michael Bay's comment on like Reconstruction and on slavery in America.
Wow.
It is. This is how deep he gets. A burning cross and Will Smith doing his best Koba impression in front of a fucking burning cross.
See, but this is what white guys who don't get it think that we want to see as black people. You know?
I feel like you're very much right on this.
Like, he's like, oh, I know what these niggers want. let these niggers get a super nigger to be able to kill all these extreme racist people.
Right. And everyone knows that
Fuck outta here,
the
man.
super niggas just want to kill all white people, not KKK members. That's crazy, right? No, but it's just it's just so fucking silly, right? Like these.
Silly or correct?
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But it's just this scene.
We got to
like,
talk about this scene.
like, okay, because he's twirling around, he's rolling on the
He's
round,
rolling around shooting, doing a log roll while shooting.
accurately shooting two handguns. No, that's not how it works. And he's just like, bam, 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 just spinning around. That's not how shooting works.
Accurately shooting through 3 glass jars, Martin Lawrence's ass and into a guy's neck.
While he was in the air.
In the air. Jumping.
Tomb Raider style, no less.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the first scene of the movie. Like, here's the precedent. Here's the bar by which we will set up all the other bullshit coming after it. Will Smith jumping through the air and having the ability to fire a gun, no problem.
Can't do it. Like, this movie hurts so fucking much because I fucking hate Michael Bay, and this is it. This is the pinnacle, man. This is the fucking Michael Bay. I mean, some of the actions, the vehicle scenes are really
They're legit good. Like they are.
They're like this. The organizing them was just amazing. I couldn't even.
Well, I mean, there's a big jump. I mean, he directed a number of movies in between the first one and this one, so he really got the action sequences down. So, like, I can't say.
When was this movie? When did this movie come out?
2003.
Three.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I believe he did The Rock in between that.
Yeah.
So
he did a couple movies in between.
All right. So at the end of the firefight with the KKK members, which Martin Lawrence introduces the two of them after they pop out of their costume and say, "Oh shit, it's the Negras," which I thought was hilarious. I burst out laughing because that's, I imagine, what racist white people say often. So at the end of the gunfight, here is what happens.
We're fucked up. Get some medics over here. You guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine. What you mean, wait? Motherfucker shot me in the ass, man. Who shot you in the ass? Who? That who will be you. Me? I shot you? Yeah. I mean, I was shooting. I did a lot of shooting. I mean, but I ain't saying I shot you in the ass. I mean, I ain't saying I didn't shoot you. But damn, somebody shot you in the ass. Tell me about it. Yo, man, how's it feel? It's hot, man. I smell my ass burning.
Yo, Mike, why don't you just give it a little kiss, man? You know, so it feel better.
Hey, just pretend like we're not even here, man.
Hey, isn't Ricky Martin having a concert? Get the fuck on.
You always gotta go racial, man.
It's sad, man.
I think it's cool, man. It hit the meat. It ain't nowhere near the hole.
That's a ridiculous line.
And then they had their new set of Hispanics that they had to recast.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. They were just like, it doesn't really matter. What are they, Native American, Puerto Rican? I don't give a shit. Once again,
a bunch of them are washing up on the shore.
You're such a fucking asshole. You're such a fucking asshole. You're probably not wrong. So, yeah, look, that scene, once again, is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So from there, we get a whole idea. Like, Marcus begins to question his partnership with Mike, and he's like, no, because this motherfucker is going to ruin my entire life and get me shot. And so there's this whole back and forth. Like, I guess the whole crux of the first movie is just sort of introducing them and them being like badasses and their relationship, where the second movie is about their relationship having this issue and that there is strife between the two of them for the vast majority of the movie before they sort of join back together.
It's fucking annoying, honestly.
Well, they just keep overblowing it. Like, it just like they just go back to the well so many fucking times.
I'm just like, stop being partners. I don't like either of you hanging out anymore.
Just get in front of an exploding car. I'm sure there'll be one rolling down the street any moment now.
Please, just one of you die and the other one go be a cop. I'm tired of you both.
So then, like, as much as like, oh, I hate that motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. Here comes Mike at Marcus's house to bring him a fucking hemorrhoid donut for his newly shot ass. Also, I'd have punched him in the face for that shit. Like, oh, that's really funny. Yeah, you shot me in the ass, dude. I'm gonna punch you. Like, I feel like you deserve it. So Mike comes over and he pretends like he didn't know that Marcus's sister, Sid, played by the very attractive Gabrielle Union, is over at Marcus's house, and he's like, "Oh shit, is that Sid? I haven't seen her in a really long time. That would be crazy to see her again, I guess, with my terrible overacting." And so this scene happens.
What's up, Teresa?
Hey.
Oh, they ain't tell me it was a luau. Hey, whoa. Hey. Whoa, Sid, hold up. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, hold up. Look at you.
Oh, okay. I see now. You didn't tell Marcus about New York.
Yeah, he knows about New York.
About us. You told him about us.
No, he knows about New York. You know, it's a nice city, and that I dropped a witness off last month.
Mike is so sweet.
Oh, so sweet to make your teeth rot.
So have you told him yet?
Baby, soon, okay? Real soon.
Well, he needs to know you're transferring out and you're not going to be his partner anymore.
Teresa, timing is everything. Marcus is not very happy with me right now.
Mike.
No, Sid, I'm telling you, that is Scarface limping around in there. Really, we need to give that boy a few minutes to let his butt heal up good.
We like each other. What's the big deal? I'm just gonna go tell him right now, because this is dumb.
You're like, whoa, hold up. I'm gonna tell him. You know, it ain't like I ain't gonna tell him, but I'm gonna not tell him. I need a minute, all right? Straight up. This man, we not vibing right. I just need a minute.
Mike, he's my brother, okay? Don't be scared. Toughen up, Chief.
Whoa, hey, I ain't say I was scared. Just something wrong with your brother.
She's the only person written in this movie not like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's just like, oh, okay, like completely reasonable. Everyone else in this movie is at a 3,000 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Mike and Sid secretly had this relationship that they've been sort of making happen when Mike went up to New York.
Also, we checked out that picture that he was talking about, and the Carnival thing is not an exaggeration at all.
She fucking does look like she was going to Carnival. Like,
Yup.
oh, I got to finish this shit because I got to be in a parade with have my ass hanging out in 20 minutes. And look, I'm not upset with you. I'm just saying, like, it's accurate.
She can get away with it. So.
Yeah. Okay, so like the movie makes a hard jump. Like just like fucking who cares? Like there's this jump to it of Sid now being a money launderer for the Russian mob, Russian gangsters, I guess.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. Man.
It was so weird, and like there was a camera inside of the money counter, and then I was like, okay, so she's not the devil and whatever. It was just so much random shit.
well, and okay, so to give you an idea, the Russian mob or these Russian gangsters own all these clubs in Miami. And so she's basically being a money launderer. So she takes all their small bills and makes them into big bills and basically funnels that money through some legitimate business, right? So then it doesn't seem illegal. But they're obviously making all their money from selling ecstasy. There's
All the money in the world from selling ecstasy.
Yeah, apparently, like you said, they're ecstasy barons because they have billions of dollars. I'm like, all right, how about like cocaine? Something about, like, come on, guys. Like a party drug? Okay, I mean, I don't buy ecstasy, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have enough money that rats are literally eating your money before you can spend it. Calm down.
Seriously.
Once again, Michael Bay was high when directing this movie. So, of course, they don't make Sid into an actual villain. She is actually working undercover for the DEA, unbeknownst to Mike and Marcus. I would argue that Mike and Marcus are the worst cops ever. If they didn't know that Marcus's sister was a fucking DEA agent.
Not only did they not know she was a DEA agent, they had no clue at all that she was working this case that they were clearly involved in.
No idea.
None. There was no kind of communication between anyone that they know there's this drop happening, but they don't know the name of the agent who's doing it. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess she's supposed to be undercover, so they don't want to blow it. I mean, she gives sort of a half-assed response of like, well, there's a lot of leaks in the Miami PD, so, but you guys are shitty cops.
Back to the first movie. There you go.
Yeah, call
That's
back.
it.
Sure. Plot.
I think Marcus and Mike went to the Hank school of not knowing the family members are fucking criminals.
Jesus.
Because, yeah, you're right. Like, how the fuck do you not know? Like, you guys are investigators. Like, this is your job.
I just want to say,
cops.
What's
that?
They're narcotics cops. right?
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Do some cop shit and figure it out.
She also was like, I'm going to hang out with my family. Oh, gotta go. Bitch, that's your job. You should have been gone and been ready to do your job.
Well, the thing is like, oh, gotta go. That doesn't seem odd to Marcus and Mike. Like, hey, where you going? You're not from this town. Oh, I'm going to the fucking ice cream parlor down the street. No. Where you going? Plus, Marcus... It doesn't make sense. God damn it. It's fucking stupid.
Going through this, I realize I don't give a shit about anything in this movie.
Well, it's dumb.
Where are the parts where they start throwing cars?
That's coming up.
Let's get to that.
So, so the Cuban...
Hold on. Can we back up a bunch? Because I really do want to address the fact that these ecstasy barons get ecstasy piled into 3 coffins, which then get tossed into the water, which sink halfway, and then have balloons blow up so they're floating in the ocean, which are then picked up by a camouflage boat that knows when the Coast Guard are coming, and then throws extra camouflage over them.
Shit was ridiculous.
Which makes them look like the water so that the cops can't see them, and then they deliver the ecstasy, and I'm like, fuck. You just blew through the money that it cost to make that shit.
Yeah, right. Your drug is not that expensive. They were like, well, I guess you have to do a second run because we're all out. Like, oh, fuck.
That shit was nuts.
That didn't, once again, ecstasy, and these are cops. With all of this technology, they're cops, right? So the Russians work for a guy named Johnny Tapia, or Tilapia, as I like to call him. Johnny Tapioca, I don't fucking know, who is a Cuban ecstasy drug baron. And he is ridiculous. He is like a 1980s action movie villain. Like, oh, you better look out, Americans. I'm Cuban. I've got all the money. I'm like, all right.
I shoot everything when I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Your Cuban sounds a lot like an Indian.
Whatever.
Oh, you'd better look out.
I'm from Cuba.
I am Cubano.
I don't do voices.
I love Cuban sandwiches.
Mother bitches. They should have that guy back. So Johnny Tapia is like, listen, I'm gonna need to own all the clubs because fuck you, I'm a cartoon villain. And
seriously,
for no reason, even though he's getting all the money anyway, he's like, yeah, look, I put your friend in a fucking, what was it, like a taquito barrel or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was like a tortilla barrel or some shit like that.
I didn't know it was a thing.
It's not a thing. It's Michael Bay being racist as shit. He was like, I don't know, what do they come in?
Chips.
Yeah, what do they come in a barrel? I don't fucking know. How do you ship them over from Mexico? Where the fuck you guys are from?
He chopped up his friend and threw him in a barrel because reasons.
Yeah.
And now you're going to sign over everything to me because I have pictures of your family.
Like,
what?
I'm a Russian mobster, motherfucker. This is what I do. Fucking do I care?
Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So then there's a lot of situations where things don't make sense in this movie. This is one of them. So a random group of Haitians find out that there is a money drop between,
dear God,
some Indian sounding Cubans and some Russians, and so they're like, oh shit,
hold on,
let's go and interrupt this shit and steal the money.
And they found out about it by going to this guy's shop and destroying everything in the shop to get him to tell them.
That was later.
That's later.
Yeah.
I can't, like, it fucking matters.
Yeah. You're not
Sorry,
wrong.
I'm getting it.
No, you're not
confused,
wrong. But they find out, but how they find out about it makes the situation make even less sense, right? So the Haitians are like, oh, boomba clot, we're gonna go get this money. Haitian, Jamaican, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Yeah, you're not from America. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta go, and so they go and they basically interrupt this drop and they roll up on Gabrielle Union and these other guys passing this money off, and they basically jump on the fucking car like that terrible Steven Seagal movie with the Jamaicans. Above the Law.
All of them.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
One of those.
He killed a lot of Jamaicans in the 80s.
Screwface.
Probably does it in his spare time now.
He's a lawman.
Lawman.
He's also retarded. Sorry, Steven Seagal. Come at me, bro.
Tip of a Q-tip.
Shut up.
He did it.
I don't care.
When?
in real life.
No, he didn't. Why? That's motherfucker. He didn't do
He
shit.
hangs out with Joe Arpaio, whatever his stupid fucking
Arpaio,
name is. He drove around.
He thinks he's a cop.
He drove around the streets in a tank to scare off the immigrants.
That is true. He did do that. He drove a tank through a wall because of some people were doing cockfighting. Steven Seagal's a moron.
Was this in a movie?
No, this is
No.
This was in real life.
All right, we need to keep going. We need to keep going.
So yeah, that happened for real.
Okay.
So quote the Blondie Dread.
I love that.
Guy was like, listen, let's go roll up on these guys. So there's a whole fucking crazy chase sequence. This is the best part of the movie. So we have a video clip of that. So check this out.
Oh, they are not about to do that. Hell yes, they are! You see that? They doing cars. How am I not see that? Hey, Mike, I'm just trying to help, okay? You know what would be real fucking helpful, Marcus? Just shut the fuck up and let me drive. Let's try that. Dodging these motherfuckers. Just relax. Oh! Was a motherfucker. That one puckered up my butthole. I'm a fucking crush, man.
That's shit. That is the funniest part of the movie.
Oh, it is fucking up my butthole.
That is the most. It's the closest that you get to Bad Boys 1.
Yeah.
Right?
I loved a lot of the shots he used by putting cameras in and on the stunt cars.
Dude, when they show that fucking Ferrari come around that corner, that shit was kind of badass. Like
that motherfucking stunt driver was putting in fucking work.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Like it shit was ridiculous.
It looked good. It looked damn good. That being said, I know that Mike has money. This motherfucker upgraded from a Porsche 911 to a Ferrari from the first movie? What the fuck is he going to have in the third one? A Bugatti? Like, well, I had a little extra money in the bank.
Well, Bugattis, shit.
What did his parents do?
They were ecstasy drug barons.
That's the only explanation. Like, they never say what his parents did in the first movie. They just left him with money.
I would love it if he found out that his parents were major cocaine dealers or some shit like that.
It is Miami. I mean,
I saw Cocaine Cowboys. That was a great documentary.
I've seen both of them.
That second movie was
motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah, they kill everyone. So yeah, obviously that's just a part of that scene because we can't play because it's like fucking 15 minutes.
That's a great scene.
It is legitimately a great action sequence.
Even
and it
with
looks
the goddamn boat.
There was a boat. They just fucking they were like fucking throw that shit. They're like literally throwing cars.
Didn't a boat hit a pedestrian car and they just exploded?
Yeah. So many.
Yes, it did.
Okay, two things. So many people died, and then after the fact,
it's like a Fast and Furious movie. Like, these aren't good guys. They murdered a bunch of people.
But the thing is, after the fact, the chief actually says no cops died. I was like, bullshit. No cops died.
Everyone died.
Those cop cars got crushed and just fucking destroyed left and right.
Could you imagine just taking a piece of metal and then taking another piece of metal and then throwing them together and watch the explosion that's going to happen in Michael Bay world?
I'm fine with it. I'm legitimately fine with it.
This sequence is fucking bananas. Like, I forgot how much was going on in this sequence. After the chase, it's a fucking huge shootout.
I forgot about that too. Oh, fuck.
God damn.
I was watching this with my fiance. She was like, I don't remember all this violence being in this movie. I said, yeah. She was like, I must have watched this on like TBS or something. I don't remember this.
No, they went fucking ham.
That shootout was
this is crazy.
There was so many pedestrians were getting blown the fuck up, run over by cops and everybody. Fucking shit.
This scene should have had a fucking tagline. It was something like 100 people were murdered in the making of this movie.
Dude, this
scene.
You know what this is? You guys haven't played it, but this is the Africa scene in the new Call of Duty game. Like, all this shit happens. Like, you are jumping from car to car.
Shut the
on
fuck
a
up.
freeway. Like, there's a shootout in the middle of it. Like, that, like, this. This is Call of Duty Black Ops. That's what this shit is.
No, that's Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops.
This is Lowry on duty.
So ridiculous. I do like the idea that this movie is pretty much exact. It follows almost the exact same storyline as the first one. It's poorly done in comparison, but it's the same storylines. Like, there's a woman, she's intimately involved in this thing, by happenstance or whatever. They go to save her, different identities. Like, instead of the identity of Mike Lowry and Marcus being switched up, it's whether or not his sister is a real bad guy or not. It's like he didn't even try to really create a new story. He was just like,
here's what I think Michael Bay does. I think
get a car.
I think he takes every idea that's on the table and uses it, regardless. Because
that's not wrong, because I feel like the last half hour of this movie was fucking Mad Libs.
It was insanity. It was like a fever dream.
They were like, where do we
really
go?
was.
Cuba. What are we going to do? Hire the military to come? Like, what? It didn't make any sense. They should have shot Fidel Castro in the end, and then went to the moon. Like, fuck it, who cares?
Let's put a secret passage in. Okay, how do we escape? Not the secret passage.
Yeah, Hummer. Oh, all right. Fuck you.
Where does the Hummer go? It drives through everything.
Drive through a favela. What?
We'll get
how this fucking works.
We'll get there, because that shit had me laughing hysterically, dude. I was like, none of this makes sense. None of it.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes, please.
You want to date your movie? Have one of your main characters wear a Michael Vick Atlanta Falcons football jersey. Really?
That's like his rookie fucking year.
Like the NFL sanctioned that? Like, this is...
Of course they did. They got... the amount of advertising in this movie is fucking nuts.
It is insane. Sky Vodka and fucking Bud Light. Like, it was so ingrained in my eyeballs.
Yeah, there's a scene where Martin Lawrence is like, hey, where he takes the beer out of the fridge and he's like, yeah, she's like, his wife's like, oh, Mike's so sweet. He's like, oh, so sweet, rot your teeth. And he's like, Bud Light, bling. So good.
There's this Bud Light truck that shows up repeatedly that has nothing to do with anything. But of course. It's very, very centered on that fucking truck. In the club in the beginning, the guy's like screaming. There's a shot from directly above him. There's a case of Sky Vodka sitting next to him for no good reason. Other than Sky Vodka.
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah.
Vodka. I don't know. Sky Vodka, what is it? It's vodka, right? It's Russian? I don't know. Is it made in Russia? I don't know. He probably doesn't fucking know.
No.
They made it in fucking Arkansas.
Yeah, Milwaukee, some goddamn where.
You got to buy American.
Oh, God,
Even when you're playing to stereotypes, you got to buy American.
He's not wrong.
Michael Bay, you're
a son of a bitch. All right, so after this, of course, Mike and Marcus find out that Sid is actually a undercover DEA agent. They figure it out. They finally become reasonable cops. And she's been driving around and being chased in an Escalade with no fucking door on it.
Yeah, she should have been shot plenty of times.
About 100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because where the fuck was she during the chase? Oh, I guess she was in front of...
She was one of those... They were
chasing her, right?
Yeah.
Right. Again, shot 1,000 times. But she makes it out and just stops off somewhere, under an underpass. Like, hey guys, yeah, that was crazy, right? Word to your mother, I'm out of here. And she just fucking bounces.
How the fuck did they do this scene? I'm sitting here watching this highway scene. This shit is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is practical effects, but a lot of it is CGI. I don't think the scene of the Ferrari coming around the corner, that's not real.
You'd be surprised.
You sure?
I think there's shit added into
Michael
that
Bay prides himself in practical effects.
Yeah, I think
really.
I think a lot of that is practical effects.
Like he's really, I mean, as shitty a director as he is, he's really good at this.
Look, he started out doing car commercials, which is really fucking evident because he might as well have jerked off on on these fucking auto scenes. Like, I mean, they're crazy.
Who do you think? How do you think he did Transformers? That was not going to be the Camaro until GM took him down and said, "Here's all these prototypes," and he said, "That's the one I want to use." And they said, "Cool, we'll make that the Camaro," which is why it doesn't look anything like a Camaro.
That's interesting.
Yep,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
that Camaro looks like a fucking muscle car. That thing looks like...
Well, Camaros have always been...
Well, they've always been muscle cars, but the models before them were like getting
Boring.
sleeker and sleeker and
Nah,
you know,
son.
like this shit looks like some like straight up American like get the fuck out of my way shit.
Well, you know what? I kind of like that
It
design.
looks good, man.
I almost bought one.
Anyway, it won't be yellow.
No, but I almost bought one. So at this point, the movie doesn't go off the rails. It blows the rails the fuck up.
Oh, you mean it wasn't off the rails in the first 5 minutes?
No, it was off the rails. They just lit it on fire.
It does get on the rails at one point, literally.
For about 2 seconds.
Quick trivia.
Yeah.
During the freeway chase scene, director Michael Bay attached cameras to a couple of stunt cars and asked the drivers to crash into falling cars in order to capture the never before seen shots.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, no. Like, you want me to do what now?
But he got the shots and they were great looking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like this sequence is one of the best fucking freeway sequences I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
Like, this shit is crazy.
Fuck the
It
Matrix.
comes in second for action sequences on a highway, right behind True Lies, because they blew a fucking bridge up as they were driving. That shit was awesome. I love that movie. It's ridiculous, but I love it. All right, so from there, Mike and Marcus go to Mike's fucking like the Haitian informant is like, hey, what the fuck? Tell me where fucking Blondie Dread is, and they're like, oh, Boomba again, and because they're just ridiculous stereotypes. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. He's like, yeah, how about I not fucking put a bullet in your head? And so he's like, oh, Blondie Dread lives in the fucking pink house.
That was when he started beating the shit out of his shop.
That shit was hilarious.
Like it was legal for them to go walk around and destroy everything. Like these are terrible.
They're terrible cops, guys.
Or they're actual cops, one or the other.
However you want to play it. I would argue that's not different. But they find out that this blonde dreaded dude lives in a pink house on, I don't know, Sinclair Lane. Who gives a shit? But so they go there, and this scene, I am not surprised is as ridiculous as it is, but it looks like Michael Bay was like, hey, I just figured out that you can put a camera on a trolley that goes 360 degrees, and I'm gonna fucking push this thing until you get sick to your stomach. And it's just a rotating scene between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith on one side of a wall, and a bunch of random ass dudes with dreadlocks on the other side, yelling a bunch of fucking patois gibberish, shooting at each other in a way that doesn't even make sense. Will Smith is shooting out to the sides of him. Motherfucker, they're behind you. What the fuck are you doing? He's like,
at one point he
bam,
stops.
bam, bam.
At one point he just straight stops to make a point, and then keeps going and doing it again. But I'm not gonna lie, I like this scene.
oh, it's a cool sequence, but I'm like, okay, we get the 360 thing. We get it.
Yeah.
We get, like, I can go through a wall. We get, yes, David Fincher, we fucking get it. Like, you saw Panic Room and Fight Club. All right, chill the fuck out.
And that's the difference between these two directors. Fincher knows what subtlety is.
Yeah.
This motherfucker took a shit on subtlety and flushed it down the toilet because
And then blew that toilet
up. And then shot it into space because that's what he does. Because
Space.
yeah, you're right. You get sick watching some of these fucking sequences. They look amazing, but this sequence was too much.
Like, it could have been one or two of the rotating things, and I would have been fine with it. Because it's a neat effect.
It didn't stop though.
No, it was just like
the fucking Energizer Bunny.
Like, all
Kept
right.
going and going.
So they end up shooting all these Haitian dudes, which I was cool with because fuck them.
Fuck Haitian dudes or fuck these Haitian dudes? You know
Yes.
what? Will,
I don't know. Hey, Haitian dudes, go fuck yourselves. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. But, or am I? No. Bumbleclot, whatever the fuck that shit means. Your language is madness.
It's a.
might as well be speaking Klingon.
No.
If this is your first time listening, we hate on it.
Do you want to know what Bumbleclot is?
I actually do know what bumbleclad means. Yeah.
Then that's gross.
Yeah. No, I know. It is.
Do you guys know what it is?
I don't know. I've never really cared.
Yeah, neither have I.
It's a period rag.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Oh, a bloody cloth?
Yeah.
Well, just say a fucking bloody cloth then.
No, it's a direct reference to a period rag.
Well, just call it a bloody cloth. What the fuck is a bumba clot?
I I'm gonna tag Jamaican and Haitian in this video just so they can come and hate the shit out of it. We're fucking with you. Everybody gets a hard time.
David from the real world?
The dude with the hat?
No, the blondie dread.
Oh, blonde.
It might be. That might be. Do you know that guy like ran for office? Wait, isn't David
I'm
from
talking about
the dude who
Come on, be my
chef.
baby tonight.
Yeah,
All over my head. I'd never.
Oh shit, that's right.
that looks like him.
Oh, I hope it is him. God damn it. That was one of the most ridiculous videos I've ever seen. Like
He's doing like
meatballs or some stupid
That shit was so goddamn funny, man.
This guy's a genius.
What is his name? Something chef.
I don't
can't
remember.
I gotta look that shit up.
But it
after
was
the show.
unfortunate. All right. So from there, they decide that. So they grab the blonde dreaded dude after they kill all his friends, and they're like, "Hey, how the fuck did you find out about this drop?" Dude's like, "Oh, I found out about the drop from this camcorder from my friend," and I'm like, "Well, that seems weird." And then they pull up the video.
Kiko Ellsworth.
Kiko Ellsworth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not him.
That's you looked up the blonde dreaded dude in
No.
Bad Boys 2?
I did my Google Foo, which is Bad Boys 2 Blondie Dread.
Wow.
Uh,
That guy was never in anything that mattered, including this movie.
Or life.
Or life. So then they're like, hey, yeah, this shit was check the camcorder or whatever. Camcorder luckily survives in the middle of this gunfight where everyone's just shooting random shit. So they take it to a video store because I guess in 2003 you couldn't just look at the viewfinder on a fucking camcorder to find out what video is on it. You got to plug it into a TV.
There was a
shot the
bullet hole
screen.
in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Convenient. I stand corrected. So they take it to a video store, and they end up plugging it into all of the TVs because that makes sense.
Because the kid that helps run it with his father doesn't know how to work everything.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is porn? Ooh, Michael Bay, titties, oh, crazy. I'm like, dude, grow up. What are you, 14?
What is this, porn and homos?
Yeah.
Or what did she say?
Yeah, you got a bunch of homo talk on here and pornography on TV. I was like, who are you, David James Manning? Like, just Reverend? Oh, he might see this.
I hope he does.
I'm the Lord,
I'm
sir.
a fan, sir.
I'm the Lord.
I'm a fan.
Servant.
Zygotes in your semen. That dude is hilarious.
That Starbucks coffee with the zygotes and semen. I don't. What do you?
There's no zygotes in semen, sir.
What?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Oh my God.
I took a science class once.
Sodomites.
Homo demons.
Stop batting your eyes at me, boy.
I'm the Lord.
Get your teeth fixed. Like, god damn.
Oh my God.
That shit was hilarious. All right.
At the
We're on
video
video.
store.
So from there, they I'm sorry. It was funny. It was. I apologize for nothing. So at the video store, they end up playing this video, and like once again, like Michael Bay can't help but be either racist or homophobic, because he's like, oh, he shows the two main characters like talking on the video, but of course it's taken out of context and it looks like they want to fuck each other or some shit. Like, he's like, oh, I can't get an erection. Oh, I need you to have an erection.
Oh, what I did to your butt.
It was like, oh, like again, are you 12? Like, just calm down, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
This is the longest actual conversation in the movie.
You know what? I think you're fucking right.
It's a big ass gay joke.
And like, we get it, dude. Ooh, they put it in the butt. All right, like fucking grow up, you fucking dingleberry. Like, come on.
I mean, that black lady's response was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it was
Kinda
ridiculous.
was,
She
It
was,
was pretty accurate.
Yeah, it was pretty goddamn accurate. Dude.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers need Jesus.
yeah. It's like, well, they might. I don't know.
The first Transformers movie, the Blu-ray or DVD, both of them had an Easter egg. Or was it the second? It was the second movie that had an Easter egg.
So
this-
dogs fucking.
It was them trying to get the dogs to fuck. It was the
He's a
people-
child, dude.
It was the people on set with this dog with this big freaking penis flopping around on the back of this other male dog trying to get them to hump. I was like, why is this? Why? It was a,
This motherfucker's gonna do a Benghazi movie.
seriously.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. No, all right. so for God damn it! Like, come on, man. So they look at the video finally. They see that it has they're showing footage from the Spanish Palms mortuary, and they're like, aha, this must be a front for Tapia's business. I don't know how they glean any of that from a video of the front of a mortuary taken by a random Jamaican dude, or Haitian dude, rather. I don't know why that means anything.
I don't know how some lady can figure out that her dad's a time-traveling ghost just by standing in a room, but, whatever.
What just happened there?
I'm
Throwing shade on Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, talk about like your random shit.
I'm confused.
So am I. All right, so from there they decided they're going to pretend to be exterminators and infiltrate Tapia's house. This scene is fucking terrible.
You didn't like that.
No, any of it. It was dumb. Like, it was just like, I spy, like, oh, we're not really exterminators. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right. Can you just throw a car at these motherfuckers again? Like, I don't care. This is like a wasted, and it feels like, I don't know, 3 hours long. It might be 20 minutes, but it feels fucking forever.
Oh, also, fuck the law as they bug this guy's house.
Again, these aren't good cops. They don't have a warrant. They're like, fuck it.
They're terrible. They're terrible at their job. They're terrible at doing their job within the law.
Right. No, again.
Speaking of fucking, rat missionary position, guys.
Oh,
What the
Right. They fuck like we do.
He giving a power driver, man.
I was like, really?
Yo, Mike. Like, why, once again, why was that in the...
Because it's funny, guys.
No, it's not.
Animals fucking. That's
Hilarious.
funny, right?
Hilarious.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
So fucking
Rats
dumb.
fucking in missionary.
I'm getting a headache.
There's not even weed smoke coming through. Amazing.
I don't smoke weed, guys.
I don't believe you. So at this point, they decide they've got the listening devices and the cameras. They break the fuck out. Dude, is this where they find the thumb of some dude in the kitchen where apparently they're just murdering people and there's blood fucking everywhere?
They murdered the other Russian guy.
That they shoved in a taco barrel or whatever.
Yeah, that.
¿Dónde está? All right. So they're like, oh, you motherfuckers are filthy. That's not what an exterminator would say. It'd be like, hey, did you murder someone in this room? Because there's fucking blood everywhere. And a thumb. Hello. You're really terrible at your job of murdering people and hiding it. Also, that's just gross. So then they decide, they're like, let's go back to that KKK member we arrested earlier and bring that character back for no reason. Incidentally, it was Michael Shannon, Zod himself.
That's unfortunate.
That was Michael Shannon?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
He's
it is.
put on some
Shit.
weight.
Yeah, he looks a lot. Well, he's got like the wacky hair and shit in this movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So they drove him in a trunk of their car that I believe they stole from Dan Marino.
The fact that they pulled this guy out of prison again. What?
Yeah. Why? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna need you to identify this boat that might belong to Tapia's. He does. Who gives a shit? And like, I'm so fucking disgusted with this movie. And so they go to the dock. He's like, yeah, that's the fucking boat. Magic. Oh, I don't know, Cubans or whatever. So then they end up in another firefight because they're too fucking obvious, and the boat sees them, so they start firing at them, and then there's a truck with a bunch of cadavers. Suddenly it's daylight all of a sudden, because I guess they've been chasing them all night. What the fuck?
That's a Michael Bay staple in his films.
It's just like, fuck it. They've been driving for 7 hours into daylight, and then suddenly it's like 3 p.m, and there's a firefight. There's cadavers flying out of the back of a car, and they're hitting them, and heads are falling off, and it's just like, okay, all right, I don't get it.
It's like 15 scripts that they just didn't want to get rid of any.
They
of them.
mad-libbed the shit out of this like last 2.5 hours of this movie. And they were like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy to see some dude's head fall off? Fuck it, put it in the movie. That shit's crazy, man.
I don't even know if that was intentional. If they just said, "Oh, that was awesome, keep it."
They might. Like, that's the thing, is you don't know. There's nothing on purpose in this movie. Everyone tripped and
That was
fell
a
into
new
a script.
Cadillac.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I like those Cadillacs too.
I don't like that one. I like the
'Cause It's
CTS,
in this movie. I don't like it.
Which one?
the like the 2-door one.
Oh, when he gets in that, remember how
Yeah, he took it from fucking Dan Marino.
remember the car he was almost going to take
Yeah, it was Michael Bay was driving.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
That-
looked at that. I just
because he likes to shove himself in all his movies now.
Why? No one wants to see your stupid face. We don't even want to see your stupid ass movie. All right, keep your stupid giant Arsenio Hall head behind the camera. You son of a bitch.
He did kill himself in the first Transformers movie.
Good. Should have thrown himself in front
A
of a fucking bus.
CGI
in this
version
one.
of himself.
Idiot. So from look, I made a mistake and said that an earlier scene is the best scene of this movie. It's not. The upcoming scene is the best scene of this movie, which is after they get back from the mortuary, which there's a whole sequence of them going through, and there's a big tittied girl who's dead, and they're staring at her titties, and I wasn't upset by it, but
But it was still weird as shit.
it's a very weird scene. And look, like they're titties. I'm a look. All right.
Yeah, but he shows those titties a lot in this.
They're dead titties. And she did a really bad job of pretending to be dead, by the way, because I saw her breathing a couple of times. I was like, this is why you're doing this role, and that's why you're not talking. Okay? Just stop moving for 4 seconds. But they refer to her as a bimbo, which that must have been nice for her, for her own personal edification.
Yeah.
And so they almost get caught, but then they convince the 2 random Latino dudes they work with to crash an ambulance into a building.
They almost get caught because the guys that run the morgue can't tell when there's 2 people under a blanket.
Right. That shit was funny. They were just like, wheel it in. I was like, they were like, oh, get the bimbo next. And it was like, but she's not that big. Like, there's a guy under there. Like, I'm not a cop. Let's just keep going. So then the 2 Cuban guys who they pretend to hate, they're like, oh, fucking crash this shit. I'm going to beat your ass. And they crash the fucking ambulance in. And suddenly all the people are like, oh, shit. And they run out to the front. And luckily Martin Lawrence and fucking Will Smith escape. Oh, lucky them.
And no one finds the cameras that they planted like in clear.
In plain fucking sight. It was just like, hey, here's a wall.
Yep.
They won't see that shit. Like,
Fucking ridiculous.
again, dumb. So then at this point, they, you know what? I'm sorry. I said that out of order. So the scene I'm about to show comes first, and then they go to the mortuary. So Martin Lawrence's oldest daughter has someone come to pick them up or pick her up for a date, and this is easily the best
Okay,
scene.
I do.
This is the best
goddamn
scene.
funny.
Yes. And I think every man has said this at one point or another. If I have a daughter, this is exactly how I'm gonna greet.
I turned to my fiance and said that exactly. She's like, "No, that's me." I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's
like,
mean.
It's fun.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no fucking tonight.
Hey. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Mr. Bennett. I'm Reggie.
What you doing here?
Came to take out Megan.
What?
I came to take out Megan.
How old are you?
I'm 15, Mr. Bennett.
Motherfucker, you look 30. Show me some ID.
I don't have none on me.
You don't have no idea. Get your ass up against that wall. What the fuck is your problem? You think you know it all? You little young thundercat. You got joints on you?
No.
You smoke that shit?
No, sir.
You trying to get my daughter high? You smoke that shit?
Nigga, who that is,
It's
dog?
Reggie.
Who the fuck is Reggie?
Came to take Megan out.
What you want, nigga?
I'm here to take his daughter out.
What's your name?
Reggie,
Well, I heard the motherfucker say your name, Reggie. You taking Megan out?
Yes, sir.
How old is you?
15.
Shit, nigga, you at least 30.
This is Mike.
Can you fight?
Yeah.
You can fight. Oh, you motherfucker, you can't fight. Look at you.
Mike,
No, I want to know if the nigga. I want to somebody gonna take my niece out. I want to know if the nigga can fight. Somebody might come say something. The nigga can't fight. She can't go.
This is Megan's godfather, okay? He just got off the joint.
Why you
okay?
putting all my
They call
business in
him-
the street? Why you
They
putting
call
all?
him-
I just got out of jail and I ain't going back. I ain't going back. What's wrong with you? You acting all scared, nigga. You ain't never seen a gun before?
Like, stop pointing the gun at the boy, man.
Nigga, look, don't you disrespect me in front of company.
All right, let the gun go off. You don't
Nigga,
have...
you a big old, tall, ludicrous looking motherfucker, ain't you? You rap?
No.
Move, nigga.
look.
Get out
Hey,
the way.
hey,
If I see you
okay.
on the highway,
Hey,
get
hey,
the fuck out of my way.
Hey, Mike! Now listen, have my daughter home at 10:01. If she ain't home at 10:01, I'm in the car, okay? Lock, loaded, and hunting your motherfucking ass down. Do you hear me?
And I'm going with
fuck
him.
up, Reggie.
And if I'm there, you know what it's gonna be? Chitty chitty bang bang, nigga. That's what it's gonna be.
Marcus! Oh, Reggie, baby, I am so sorry. Please forgive Megan's dad and his silly friend.
You a virgin?
Yes.
All right, keep it that way. Ain't gonna be no fucking that night.
Baby, the red shirt's nice. I like that. You guys have a good time.
You ever made love to a man?
No.
You want to?
No, sir.
Hey, have a good time, baby.
All right, good. All right.
We need to go.
That fucking look on his face. Like, He look. So here's some trivia about this. Do you guys know the trivia about this scene? So Michael Bay purposely told this kid that Martin Lawrence did not like look to be looked at in the eye. So they like talked up how like intense Martin Lawrence was. So his reaction to Martin Lawrence is like fucking legit because he was legitimately scared of Martin Lawrence. It's kind of a genius move because that motherfucker doesn't even look like he's acting. He's just like, oh, here, take out the daughter. That scene is absolutely fucking perfect. It is perfect.
Funny.
But it is in line with something you would have saw in the first one. And look, Will Smith is overacting his ass off, but it's perfect in this scene because he's supposed to be ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be chitty chitty bang bang. You know? Like that show is awesome. I also have a theory that Will Smith only does these movies so that he can be as black.
So he can just let out every fucking blackism he can possibly. He's cursing up a fucking storm in this movie.
Right, but he can't do that in Hitch. He can't be a nigga from Philly like he really is. Right. Like in this movie, he's like, I get to say whatever I want, and it feels good.
Right. Motherfucker had a song about when one of his lyrics was like, hey, talking to other rappers, he was like, hey, here's an idea. Do one verse without a curse. Nigga, watch Bad Boys.
The fuck? Do one line.
And that song came out after Bad Boys because I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's fucking funny.
Wasn't that the theme song to like Men in Black? Or
Like he said
that?
he said I can't remember what song that was, but he said that, and then he won an award for something, and then he got on stage and he was like, I don't curse in my albums, I don't do this, I don't do that. But I'm like, nigga, like 6 years ago, you was cursing up a storm in Bad Boys too, in Bad Boys,
and hold up,
you just went overboard in Bad Boys too.
But I do remember. I don't remember the name of the song, but I do remember because Eminem had that line in his song was like, Will Smith doesn't cuss in his songs. Well, I do. So fuck him and fuck you too. I was like, God damn.
Exactly.
That shit was hilarious.
And Will Smith had a song way back in the day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that
called
oh, you're talking about the one with the woman driving?
You Saw My Blinker, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
really?
the name of the song. Yeah.
And it was about him having road rage.
He used to curse up a storm, and then his grandmother told him not to, so he was like, okay.
But one of his recent songs, one of his recent fucking ghostwritten songs, was about him being pissed off at everybody, talking shit about him, even mentioning that. Like he talks shit about Eminem and everybody, and just goes in on him.
Well, stop being a fucking hypocrite, nigga.
The thing is though, I kind of like the song because he is just kind of, it just sounds fucking angry as shit the whole damn time.
But the thing is, like,
get mad,
Mr. Nice Guy. It's called Mr. Nice Guy.
Get mad.
Oh, shut up!
Huh?
Really?
That's corny.
I'm sorry. Thank you. You're
How about you
cheesy
control your goddamn children? How about that? How about you control them little bastard ass children?
I think they are under control.
Because living. Because living.
God damn it.
Oh God!
They're wild,
dude. Those kids are hilarious.
They're just nuts.
I think they're trolling. I honestly think they're trolling.
I feel like they are because it's just one of those things where they're like, well, I don't. What did his dumbass daughter say? She says some shit. There are no good novels, so I write my own, and then I read them, and it's the best thing ever.
Jaden is like, yeah, she writes some pretty good novels.
Like, no. Like, nah,
like,
bro.
I don't think you know what a novel is, first of all.
She's like, I've been writing them since I was 6. No, you haven't. I don't believe you. Shut up.
God damn it.
Like, you didn't even write I Whip My Hair Back and Forth.
She said that song helped a lot of young black girls.
Do what?
Exactly.
Their hair back and forth?
It may have. I don't know.
Like these really
No, it didn't. No, it did not.
Who said it? These are just
you don't know that.
These are two kids whose parents have told them they do everything perfectly.
Right, exactly.
Through their entire lives.
A household of positive reinforcement. This is why sometimes you got to tell your kid, you're fucking dumb. Make them try harder. I wrote a novel. No, you didn't. Get the fuck out of my face. And I'm going to go back to listening to Welcome to Miami.
That's what happened when he did Karate Kid, and he was still young enough to give a fuck and actually try, and he was good in Karate Kid.
That's what I hear.
That's what people tell me.
I haven't seen it.
It's a good movie, and after he did that, I was like, okay, I'm ready for this kid to have a Hollywood career. And then everything else was
this kid's going places after Earth.
Because Living. I hope that's his next movie title. Because Living. Fuck it.
I'd see it.
I would. Why not? Oh no, he's doing a movie where he's going to play a runaway slave who dresses as a girl to escape. Because I believe I mentioned that on the Nerdpocalypse, and I think Micah's response was something to the effect of Jaden Smith as a runaway slave. Are you out of your fucking mind? Or no, I believe you said, shut up, nigga, to me. Because I asked you, would you see it? And you ceremoniously
So that's
said no.
actually going to happen.
Yes, and we're going to do that movie on this show.
Oh, boy.
Because I need to see Micah have an aneurysm.
I'm getting a pain in my neck right now just even thinking about it.
I thought that was like a rumor.
Nah, son.
Oh.
No, he's going to be a slave.
Is he playing Static Shock also?
Shut the fuck up.
You can see what hurts
I'm
Rob.
asking questions.
Nope.
Look, we don't
These
have
are questions.
enough black superheroes out there for us to waste them on any of this.
I disagree.
He is DC's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why he should
Fuck
be.
that.
That's why he should be played by the greatest young black actor they could
Fuck
find.
you.
When I saw that shit, I was like, "Oh, let me send this to Rob. This will get his blood pressure up. 8:00 in the morning. Good luck, buddy. Good morning." Like, son of a bitch. All right.
Out of bed.
Yeah. Like, why am I getting alerts? Oh, Jaden Smith. So going back to the mortuary scene, they fucking escape. Blah blah blah. Who cares? But in their escape, Martin Lawrence ingests 2 ecstasy pills. This scene where they go to the captain's house afterwards is actually legitimately pretty funny. It's a little over the top, but it is funny. And Martin Lawrence is just acting like a fucking fool. Just a straight up fool. He's like rubbing his nipples and shit, standing next to a Buddha. It's just ridiculous. And they eventually throw Martin Lawrence in a shower with ice cold water like a drug addict to calm him down. And that shit was hilarious.
I do. Honestly, I thought it was funny. He's like, I got an erection. Take me home.
Yeah.
Now.
And like, Teresa needs to see this shit. I'm like, well, congratulations, buddy. Guess you had to. Well, yeah, I mean, ecstasy gets people humping each other like a bunch of fucking crazy people, so it makes sense. So the Russian club owner, Alexei, I always forget that guy's name, but he always plays ridiculous Russian stereotypes. He also played the devil in Constantine, the movie, he was actually great in that.
There's a guy in Fargo that threw that dude in that wood chipper.
Yes, he was. Yeah. So Alexei goes to Tapia's house and he's like, "Nah, son, I got 2 guns and I'm here to kill Tapia." And he ends up getting shot by the police who are there to raid his house.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, he got shot. I don't know, about 14 times in the chest with machine guns.
With a smile on his face.
Yeah, I was like, well, that seems about right for the PD. And so he went down, and that was cool. And then the movie decides, fuck it. We're at 2 hours, so why don't we just keep people in the theaters for 30 more minutes against their fucking will, and then we will just go crazy. So Tapia, in the midst of this gunfight, or in the midst of this raid, grabs Sid and whisks her away to Cuba on a plane and into his evil villain mansion, because that's what it looks like. It was that house was ridiculous, and I want to live there.
You could become a ecstasy baron. You'll be fine. It's
all I have to do apparently, and I can afford whatever the fuck that house costs in Cuba. I guess $0.50. Communism doesn't work, guys. So then we get a sit down between the captain and Martin Lawrence and his crying ass about how, oh, they got my sister, yo, blah, 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 what am I gonna do? And so Martin Lawrence leaves and he's like, you guys are trying to negotiate to get my sister back, but by the time you do it, she's gonna be in a fucking body bag in this fucking melodramatic way. And it's terrible acting.
This was terrible acting, guys.
Absolutely horrible. But it only gets worse / better when Martin Lawrence goes to the room next door to pout and cry like a little bitch. And then this scene happens.
ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life. We just gotta do it ourselves, man.
Like you're about to do something stupid. I'm in.
Not here to tell you how fucking crazy us ex-Delta guys are.
Hey Marcus, my brother Tito lives in Cuba. He's a little crazy, but he's hooked up with the underground. Weapons, man, a safe house. Whatever we need.
You can forget about passports, baby, and all that stuff because of the Cuban schedules. We're all dead.
My brother Tito's enough for 66. The Anti-Castro underground.
What does that have to do with Tapia?
Everything. Johnny Tapia is the biggest supplier of drug cash to Castro, so Alpha 66 be all over him.
No, listen, brother, that is perfect. Hey, guys, he says he can get men on the tunnel right away.
Let me holler at him. Tito, we need layout, security, the whole deal. We got info that Tapia's got a casket coming in tomorrow at 4 p.m. Yeah, that might be our way in. Yeah.
I brought you a little care package from my friends over at the CIA. They want to help. And don't ask me. They're spies.
Former Delta intel and demo. Requesting permission to tag along.
That doesn't make any sense.
Let's go break some international law. Hey, you crying in the corner. You look like you're about to go break international law. We want to help.
Nigga, your sister dead.
You ain't gonna make it, dog.
Sorry.
Dude, when he came out, he was like...
Condolences.
What the fuck? Deuces, dog. You ain't gonna make it. But... okay, can we just talk about, one, the melodramatic music is over the fucking top. And he's like, they swing the fucking doors open as the other cops are walking.
But that's in all of his movies. That music is in all of his movies with that same slow walking nonsense.
I know. But the one thing, and we didn't clip it. I don't know why we didn't. I didn't clip the shit just got real fucking scene because that's the most ludicrous scene of all time in the history of movies. But one of the things I thought was really funny is like the guy's like, form a Delta team, permission to tag along, and it's like America. Like, what the fuck? They're cops. They got the U.S. Coast Guard to give them helicopters.
The CIA.
The CIA are sending spies to this motherfucker.
Tag along, sir.
Like, why?
I don't need your fucking permission to tag along to anything. Like, I'm above you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the CIA.
Yeah, like permission.
I'm coming.
Permission to tag along to break every international treaty known to man.
Seriously.
America. Like this shit. They didn't even bring black helicopters. They brought U.S. Coast Guard helicopters. They were like, let's do this shit. It didn't make any sense. None. Zero. And then for the next 30 minutes, it's an action smorgasbord of madness.
Pure fucking madness.
So they get to Cuba and they're like, all right, we got fucking dropped off at a safe house right across the street from the villain. What? Huh? They were just like, oh, this is a little close. Yeah, motherfucker, it's a little close. Like maybe down the block a little bit. But of course they have to use that so they could dig tunnels under the road into Tapia's house. Which, weird, they wouldn't have noticed the tunnels. That seems strange to me.
A tunnel to the escape tunnel, which is never used.
A tunnel to the front yard, which has just sticks holding up dirt. They never noticed. You're the worst fucking villains of all time. There's like, I don't know, there's a hole there. It was probably a gopher. Fuck it. Who cares? Even though it's the size of a man or four of them who jump out of it and start shooting like a bunch of lunatics. Like, yeah, well, permission to join. You're like, what the fuck? So they proceed to do a raid. They're like, okay, we're going to throw iguanas and cats over the wall of Johnny Tapia's house and set off the motion detectors. And then, then they'll just turn the motion detectors off. No, that's not what I would do as a drug baron. I'd be like, go out there and kill whatever was moving.
That's what I'd do. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a drug baron, guys.
Like iguanas, cats, rats, white people, whatever.
Just put a bullet in them. You're such an asshole.
Christ. Throw it in there somewhere.
So then, all right, let's fucking wrap this shit the fuck up and go home. So they storm it. A lot of people get shot, mostly Cubans, which is pretty great.
One American gets shot in the leg.
Yeah, well, they're American. They're not going to go down.
They're invincible.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
I'm invincible.
So one guy gets shot in the leg, and he's like, "Oh shit, son," and then he's fine. And so they literally just blow Tapia's house up, just blow it up with like 900 packs of C4. They were just like,
here's the
load this
thing:
shit up.
you never see his mother or child again.
Meh. His daughter was ugly, yeah.
Oh, they got locked up in the closet.
How would
where all the C4 exploded.
How does it feel to be the fat kid hired to be the fat kid in the movie?
That was sad. They're
That
like,
was fucked up.
when the guy was like, "Oh, you look like an angel," and his fucking bodyguard was like, "Nah, son, you don't. You're just a fat girl." It was like,
I
damn.
hope that girl grows up to be a supermodel just because the guy was fucked up.
I mean, how does it feel to be Martin Lawrence in this movie, where you're constantly portrayed as the not good-looking one all the time? That's why they hired you.
Yeah, but he's one of these is married and has a hot wife in the movie.
Yeah, well, he's still crazy.
Yeah, that's real world shit.
Yeah. Did you know that Tracy Jordan from 30 Rock is modeled after Martin Lawrence? Like Tracy Morgan's character on 30 Rock, Tracy Jordan, is modeled after Martin Lawrence.
I thought he was modeled after Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, I would.
In the later seasons, but initially, yeah, Martin Lawrence, because the very first episode shows him running naked down the street because he like went crazy and shit, which is exactly what Martin Lawrence did.
I don't remember him doing that.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
Or Tracy.
No, Martin Lawrence did that.
Yeah, he did that shit. He
kirked the fuck out.
a long time ago.
I missed that shit. I knew he was crazy. I didn't know he was.
This motherfucker
He was running around in like a
solar
glad bag.
a solar suit. Yeah. I'm gonna lose weight. No, you're gonna fucking die. That's
Right.
not good. I see people in my gym wearing that. I'm like,
Oh, he did the
stop eating as much.
He
You'll
did
lose
the
weight.
movie Black Knight and was just like, I gotta end it all. Guys.
Have you seen that fucking movie?
I have not.
No.
I saw the preview. That was enough. I was like, no.
Look, I watch a lot of shitty black movies now.
I ain't
but
watching
I
that.
gotta draw the line somewhere.
Black Knight.
Until someone else
So
makes
you're not
redraws that
you're
line
not
for you.
drawing the line at a haunted house too.
I won't draw the line at a haunted house too
Why not?
because I would like to have sex every once in a while.
I'm just gonna say you're not the one drawing the line. So.
Right.
You know what? That response is valid. Sometimes you gotta look. I've done many things that I didn't agree with.
You gotta take it to get it sometimes.
That sounds really bad.
Yeah, it does, and I'm not gonna.
That sounds
It is bad.
really
That-
Cosby-esque.
Oh damn!
I'm just saying.
Cosby-esque. That is a term used for rape or implied rape.
I mean, rape. Let's just call it rape.
I mean, allegedly. Allegedly,
I know
30 women allegedly have the same story of him allegedly putting his pudding pot where it wasn't fucking supposed to be. Allegedly. But
Bill Cosby's a rapist.
Yes.
I think I said that on another show, didn't I?
Serial rapist.
what was it? What was the thing Jack said? He said he saw a magazine cover. It was like, Bill Cosby is America's serial rapist. Like, God damn. That headline is
there was
rough.
a headline called
America's.
Yeah, America's serial. Hasn't been any other ones except for fucking Bill Cosby.
There was a headline that read, Bill Cosby didn't rape me, but I met him one time and he made me feel uncomfortable or something like that.
Shut the fuck.
I'm dead serious. But when I met him, I felt uncomfortable.
That's just
like,
all right.
And
it was very strange.
yeah, that would be like me saying, "Yeah, I watched an episode of The Cosby Show," and that's it. Like, would you like to write an article about it? No, that's dumb. No one gives a shit what you think. All right, so back to
I think it was a salon.
Oh, of course it was. Of course it was.
Lou Ferrigno's wife.
Yeah, he tried to make that happen.
No, because it didn't happen. She didn't get raped.
But like he was like trying to like get it. But
Yeah.
they weren't married at the time. Lou Ferrigno wasn't.
Cosby was married and his wife was there. And she was like, okay, have fun.
Like if that happened, I think Lou Ferrigno may have killed him.
Well, they weren't married at the time, but yes.
If they were married.
Oh, he would have ripped his fucking head off.
Yeah, to put that green makeup on and flipped out. I was like,
I've
not really the Hulk. Like, yes,
I've met Lou Ferrigno, He's still fucking jacked, dude. He's huge.
He's a jackass.
If she told him, he wouldn't have heard it anyway.
Oh,
God damn it.
you are a fucking asshole.
Everybody's got to get it, guys. Everybody's got to get it. I don't know the Hulk.
The Hulk is half deaf.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like, look.
Well, there you have it.
Everybody's got
making fun of deaf people. A new low on Black Cinema.
Look, if a deaf person wants to call me a nigga, they can call me one. Look, I'll laugh at him.
Look, all I'm saying is
laugh at me.
All I'm saying is that
that's valid.
Cosby's my new target for half blind guys because of that big glaucoma eyeball he's got.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting old.
I forgot about that.
That thing is pointing in a different direction. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Before I felt bad, now it's funny.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'd push that motherfucker down an endless flight of stairs. I don't give a fuck.
Just as long as the two is right so he doesn't see it coming.
Oh, damn. Huh? Bam. No, they're...
Fern, filth, like all the way down the steps.
Oh, you're
not saying real words.
Oh, you're not Brown Hornet. You're not.
Oh, boy.
I used to like
I can't watch Fat Albert.
You sure can watch it.
I can, but... Well, I wouldn't want to.
Has anyone ever seen a Scared Straight episode of Fat Albert?
No.
That shit is wild. Like they go to prison and there's like rape innuendo.
Of course.
That's kind of that's kind of weird now, isn't it? Yeah, they didn't hold back.
Did you see the Scared Straight episode of fucking Looney Tunes? Not Tiny Toons, where they all shared one beer and went fucking crazy, driving all over the place, having accidents, and they all died falling off a cliff.
Yes, that's why I don't drink.
Is that what you assume happens?
Because of big. That's not what happens.
Three kids.
I hope not.
3 kids share one beer and they're drunk for a week.
That sounds a little ridiculous.
That happened to me once, guys. One time. So, all right. So the cops swarm Tapia's.
Oh, that's right. We are talking about a movie, aren't we?
Movie-ish.
Yeah. So the cops swarm Tapia's house, blow that shit up, just gone.
Up.
As it's exploding, Mike, Marcus, Sid, and Tito Puente escape in a yellow, obnoxious H2.
I didn't notice he was in this thing for like half the scene. Because all of a sudden there's random Hispanic guy in the back, and I was like,
yeah, he was like, hey.
I got shot. And I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. The fuck is this Mexican dude doing here in Cuba? So they escape in a yellow H2. And so I guess they needed him because they need to know how to fucking get around Cuba. And so they're like, how do we get to Gitmo or Guantanamo Bay? And so he's like, make a left at fucking Taco Ben. And they do. And so they're being chased by Johnny Tapia and his crew. And so they eventually make it to Guantanamo Bay. And this scene doesn't make any fucking sense.
Are we going to talk about how they drove through an entire village?
Skip the
yeah.
An entire village was apparently like they hit the one and they say, "Oh, that was a drug house, so that's why it blew up." And all the houses are blowing the fuck up. So there's just nothing but drug dealers
all the way through. They're all full of drugs.
They're full of drugs that are blowing up before the car even gets near them and off to the right.
I feel like a lot of innocent people might have died in that scene.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that entire favela died.
Yeah, they just drove
through.
Just
murdered.
There were like 3 angry farmers at the bottom as they drove away.
Like, hey, we live here with our families that are now dead. Thanks.
I love how they needed a guide, and then they were just like, all right, you got to go here, here, and here. And then they just went down a straight fucking line. Down a favela.
Right, like
fucking
that shit was so terrible.
With classical music playing. Buildings.
Was that actually what was playing? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it might as well fucking be. Like the 1812 overture. Like,
and fast forward so you get more explosions.
Yeah, exactly. So they make it to Gitmo, and apparently, if you drive, even if you're a cop, you just will drive through a barrier, just right into Gitmo, and you're like, oh shit, they're shooting. That's weird. Yeah, motherfucker. They think you're a terrorist.
You're in a fucking yellow H2. I don't know what you are. You're black, first of all, so they're automatically going to go shooting at you. So that's 2 strikes against you.
I feel like they forgot how the world works because they got there and they're like, we're American. What the fuck does that prove? Like, no, it's cool. I pay my motherfucking taxes. I'm gonna put a bullet in your ass.
Remember the same scene in Taken 2?
You pay for that bullet too.
Remember the same scene in Taken 2 when they drove through the fucking barrier as a 50 cal was shooting at them
into a fucking military base, and they're just like, oh, they made it in. It's cool now. No, they would have pulled you out of the car and put a bullet in your head, dude. They're like, oh no, it's fine.
It's fucking madness.
It's fine.
So fucking crazy.
There's mines blowing up in what seems to be the softest sand they could find, and the leads for the mines are obvious, like you can see them to avoid them,
and are being set off by random iguanas.
That's not how mines work. They bury them so you can't see them, not so you can. Again, I don't think Michael Bay lives in the world. I think he lives on the moon.
Why the fuck are these explosions happening in this favela?
Because of drugs.
Like they're literally exploding as they're driving through like 20 feet away from the car.
It doesn't have to make sense.
It's Michael Bay.
It just has to look cool.
This doesn't. Like, I'm looking at this. This looks ridiculous.
It's an H2 driving through trash.
God damn.
That's what a favela is. It's a house made of trash. I'm sorry. God, look, Brazilians.
Fucking garbage pail kids living in fucking Brazil.
Look, Brazilians, Cubans, I love you. But no, you live in a trash box.
Trash.
You do. God. It's made. What is it made of?
Is that why Oscar the Grouch's name is Oscar?
Oh, that's terrible. No, stop laughing. You're terrible.
What? What?
Fuck you.
Fucking Oscar
That's
the
terrible.
Grouch. Guy.
I got it.
He lives in garbage.
We get it.
His name is Oscar.
Thanks.
Generally a Hispanic name.
Generally.
Now, in case you didn't get it.
Jesus.
As this movie goes on, I imagine that because Michael Bay is clearly smoking or sniffing all the fucking coke. As this movie goes on, if you look behind the camera, he's vibrating harder and harder as he's fucking watching all the nonsense happen and loving every bit of it because none of it makes any fucking sense.
Look at this shit. He is just dude. They're not even like, hey, we should maybe stick to the outside of the favelas, like because maybe there are human beings there because there's like clothes hanging.
They're just killing people.
Fucking
left and
just
right.
go. Why? Boom! Just explosions. Like I wish you guys could see it. I mean, obviously you could go online and see it, but like just explosion after explosion. It's fucking hilarious.
It's nonsense.
So eventually, Tapio, who looks like a fucking supervillain, is standing next to he's got fucking Will Smith. He's got a gun on him, and he's like, ah ha ha, I'm an evil scientist type of character. He's like, I'm gonna shoot your partner, and Martin Lawrence fucking does a barrel roll and shoots Tapia in the fucking forehead, killing him instantly. But that's not enough for Michael Bay because Will Smith has to go, that's how you shoot. Next time, you shoot like that. Whatever the fucking line
And then
is.
Tapia blows up because he was on a landmine.
Of course. And his body gets pushed into chunklets. And then he's just like, blah, and then he's dead. And then America and a flag, I believe, is behind them.
And then after the credits, we get the same joke from earlier with the dog on the leash breaking the pool because people are stupid.
I like that scene, but yes, it is a stupid joke. So, all right, let's give our final impressions after going through this movie. Your score out of 5 quickly, so we can go to bed.
Never again out of 5.
Oh, Micah.
I can't think of anything funny, guys. This is a waste of my time.
Waste of my time.
Micah and I were both late to this podcast because we were watching this long fucking movie.
Yeah. This shit is too long, man. It's too long. It's too ridiculous. Even for a Michael Bay movie. This shit is ridiculous.
Well,
Terrence.
You haven't seen Transformers 4 then?
I have.
All of it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry.
No, not watching that. Terrence.
This is not good.
Out of 5 score?
This is not good out of 5?
Is this a fuck you out of 5?
This is not good out of 5.
Yeah, this is possibly a fuck you out of 5. Like,
All right.
this movie is really not, like, going over it. Like, I didn't watch it. But now going through it, no. I'm good. I'll go back and watch Bad Boys 1 tonight before I watch this again.
Now, I have to ask a quick question before we get out of here. Will you, just a simple yes or no, will you see Bad Boys 3?
I'm not giving them my money, but I'd watch it online.
All right, Micah.
I'm pretty much obligated to see it because 2 black people are going to be in it.
Yeah, you kind of are. Terrence?
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
And the answer for me is yes, of course, because I'm a glutton for punishment and I'm an idiot. All right, that is it for us. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes, on YouTube. That's also a thing. There's a subscribe button.
Boing!
Here. Post credit. It's going to just be a huge button because I don't give a shit.
It's like covering our faces.
Who cares? So make sure you subscribe, tell a friend, share out the show on Facebook, on Twitter, on social media. Friendster. Is that still a thing? I don't know. I think Mexico still uses Friendster.
Oscar uses Friendster.
Oscar definitely does. But make sure you share it out on that. Make sure that this episode is on fleek. I don't know what do those words mean.
I just learned that this past Thanksgiving from
Terrence just told me today. I don't know if I can mean.
I never
from what?
From my sister who has children.
From my cousins.
It means like on point.
Well, why don't you just say on point?
Because it's on fleek, nigga. Goddamn.
And apparently ARD means okay, but you just can't write okay.
Art.
You can't just say okay?
No, it's art.
Nah, son. We're done.
No, it's not. Nope.
You heard?
I know that. Art. People spell that shit.
That's a fucking seal.
Ard,
That's a seal.
A-R-D.
That's a seal
forgot
talking.
a T.
Huh? Oh, what now?
Oh, I see what you did there. All right, we're out, guys. We'll see you later. You're fucking idiots.